It's National Latte Day, and we are bringing you a very special moment this morning. Herb's House Coffee is partnering with the SPCA of Texas to help some pups find forever homes. So AJ, Paul, and Becky are all with me this morning, along with, what are their names?
This is Bronx.
And this is Rudolph.
Bronx and Rudolph have come to... Okay, Rudolph, you're a camera hog. Okay, we're going to tell you all about this in a minute. But first of all, AJ, tell me about Herb's.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on with our coffee truck, as you can see back here. We've been all over DFW doing events, weddings, corporate events, down to birthday parties at houses. So it's been a blast to be out and around DFW. And then we've got some
You've got
coffee.
some delicious looking beverages.
Yeah.
Tell me about these.
So these are our seasonal drinks. They're kind of fun. So we've got a oat milk cookie butter latte, which is my favorite. We've got a wild cherry matcha, and then we've got a tres leches latte as well. So when we developed the drinks, I was a little upset because I tasted the cookie butter latte. I was like, man, how am I only going to drink one of these a day? They're so good. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're doing a really great thing this morning by partnering with the SPCA. So, Becky, talk to me about what y'all are doing. Some of your dogs, not these two specifically, but some of your dogs, you're trying to find homes for dogs who were displaced by the California fires?
We actually did receive some dogs from the fires, transport, but the dogs were in shelters in California. So we took them in order to make room in the shelters so that any lost or stray or, unfound animals could make it to the shelters there, and it'd be easier for their owners to find them.
I was actually telling you that I'm kind of fostering a couple of dogs. My son got displaced by the fires, and so I've got both of their dogs right now at my house.
That's so great.
Giving
Thank you
them
for
a
doing
home.
that,
well,
Jane.
No, that's they're delightful dogs. So, Paul, tell me about the foster program that people can participate in.
Sure, Jane. The foster program is a great way for anybody who's looking for an animal to come down and see the animal and kind of take a test drive. Take the animal home for a couple of hours, for a couple of days, see how he or she fits in your family. If it works great, and then you can move into the adoption phase. If not, you come back and maybe try another animal. But it's a great way to socialize them. That's one thing that we try to do is socialize all these animals. So when they're ready for adoption, they're not scared or skittish or anything like that. So the more human activity they get, the better. And foster is a great way to do it.
So a couple of questions. Having taken in all these dogs from California, do you all have a special need right now in terms of you really need adoptive homes? And also, how difficult is it for somebody to get used to having a foster? Okay. Do you give them some guidance?
Oh, of course, yes. And we do need fosters. Fostering is free at the SPCA of Texas. We give you all the food, toys, bowls, any medical care that they might need, beds, etc., and leash for you to take with the dog. And we have an application process. And then we also, we have other fosters that you can talk to see how it goes. And like Paul said, you can do it for an afternoon, a day, a weekend, a month, whatever works best with your family.
Okay, I want to go over here to AJ for just a second, because AJ, you've got some delicious coffee beverages here. But I'm curious, you drove all the way out here this morning in the rain, you got all set up. Why the SPCA? Do you have a special place in your heart for it?
Well, I really do love dogs. I grew up, my family, we had dogs, and it's tough not to want to support them and help them out in this cause. Giving these dogs a home is something that they need. So, yeah.
Right. So you have a brick and mortar in addition to, is this the Herbster?
Yes,
That's what
this
we
is the
call
Herbster. This is our coffee
Herbster.
truck.
So can people have the Herbster come to their office? Or?
Yeah, we've done a little bit of everything,
That's cool.
Weddings, bridal shows, corporate events, church conferences, been to schools, everything. So we bounce around. We did a bunch of events last year. So.
Okay, so a couple of questions.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing for National Latte Day, and how are you giving back to the SPCA today?
Yeah, so we're going to give away, stop by our Dyer location on Dyer Street, kind of close to SMU's campus. We're going to be doing some lattes, free lattes, and then also a portion of our proceeds will go to the SPCA.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in this morning and bringing
absolutely.
your delicious beverages.
Oh, for
they
sure.
look really good. Where do people go for information on all of this?
You can go to herbshousecoffee.com and just stop by our website.
Okay, and what's the the SPCA website? If people want to go, can they just go to the website and find a dog that they like?
Yes, they can. You go to spca.org, you go to adopt, and under there it'll say adopt or foster or find a pet. So if you go to find a pet, we have a website full of cats and dogs available for adoption, and they're all precious.
They're so
such
cute.
good pups.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your
Thank
time this
you.
morning. Thank you all for everything
Sam.
you're
and
doing.
thank you, Herbs.
Yes,
House.
Thank
We
you,
sure
Herbs.
appreciate
All
you.
right, thank you so much.
Appreciate